James Martin's got Christmas all wrapped up on BBC One with a festive feast from now until 12:15. What to do with all those leftovers? How about a Boxing Day brunch in home comforts? After this, for starters.
Good morning and Merry Christmas. We've got a star-studded lineup of chefs and recipes for you today. So let's get cooking. This is Christmas Saturday Kitchen. And welcome to the show. Yes, it's Christmas, so we've got a traditional pantomime theme to the show today. Cooking with me in the studio are some glittering stars of the food world. But where are they? It's Nadia Hussain, the winner of the Great British Bake Off. She was cheered to victory by a staggering 14 million of you. She's the newly crowned fairy godmother of baking. Now, can you magic me some more chefs, please? But who is in the horse? Horse, can you speak?
Oui, yes. Je peux parler.
Oui.
I am not a horse, I am a donkey.
It's the man at the helm of the award-winning Club Gascon in London. It's the Michelin-starred Frenchman, Pascal Ozignac. We don't want to know where you've been putting your head either, right? But who's at the front? It's another Frenchman with an equally distinctive cooking style. He also holds a covered Michelin star above his Mayfair brasserie. It's...
Moi.
Eric Chabot! You see, I've always said this show was pantomime, and now it finally is one. Oh, yes, it is. All right, Pascal, you're kicking things off. What are you going to make for us?
We are going to do the pine smoked pheasant with some artichoke pebbles and chicory glaze on with oysters and Guinness.
I've got no idea what you've just said, but it looks fantastic. So, Eric, the horse, what are you cooking?
I'm going to cook the horse. No.
What are you going to do?
We're going to do a peppered venison steak with honey glazed root vegetable.
Yep.
And a little bit of garlic sour cabbage.
Nice venison as well, peppered, sealed on the outside, nice and pink in the centre. So, Nadia, follow that. What are you going to be doing? Bit of baking, I presume?
I'm doing a bit of baking.
What are you going to make?
I'm doing a spiced biscotti with an orange syllabub dip.
So there you have it, 3 fabulous and festive dishes to look forward to. And also we've got an all-star lineup of foodie films from the BBC's archive. There's Christmas recipes from Rick Stein, Nigella Lawson, those Hairy Bikers and the fabulous Mary Berry. Now, our special guest today knows a thing or two about pantomime. Oh, no, he doesn't. That's the last time, I'm warning you. He's one of the country's best-loved TV and stage performers with a career spanning an amazing 50 years. He's probably the best dame in the business. Please welcome Saturday Kitchen, the always understated Christopher Biggins.
Hi, James.
So what am I?
Please, I couldn't possibly tell
It's
you.
supposed to be Prince Charming, but I feel like a cross between sort of some Baker foil and Gordon's alive. So what about this then? Tell us the story about this then.
Well, I'm doing Aladdin at the Theatre Royal in Nottingham, and I'm playing Widow Twankey, as you could probably see, because there's a lovely washing machine up there.
Right.
And the rest of the frock is absolutely fantastic. I've got 12 new costumes. It's going to be sensational.
Now, I'm expecting you throughout the show to teach the French about pantomime.
Oh, well, I'll explain it.
It is kind of unique to the UK.
It is very unique. Other countries have tried it. Australia does a bit of it. America failed really in it. But it's so English, it's not true.
Yeah, and you do it better than anybody,
I enjoy doing it, I must say. It's really good fun.
Understated, you see.
Yes.
Now, of course, at the end of today's programme, I'll either cook food heaven or food hell for Biggins. There's something based on your favourite ingredient, food heaven, or your nightmare ingredient, food hell. So, food heaven, what would it be then?
Well, I love fish, and I love, fun enough, I adore a Dover sole with taking it off the bone. I really enjoy that in a restaurant, rather than having it filleted for me. I like doing that. There's a sort of something about it. It's very exciting. So I love that.
And what about the dreaded food hell then?
Well,
would it be duck?
No, it wouldn't be a duck. No, I've just come back from Vietnam and we went down the Mekong River and...
Not dressed like that,
No,
eh?
not dressed like this,
Right,
but
okay.
it was fascinating. And the food wasn't that great, I have to say. There was a lot of fatty meat, so I hate fatty meats. And what is that Chinese vegetable, which I'm not that keen of?
The bok choy and-
Bok choy,
yeah.
bok choy, yes, that's not one of my favourites either.
OK. I can't believe I'm there's this serious conversation with you dressed like that when you look at me. So there you go. It's Dover sole or a fatty piece of pork belly for beginners. For Food Heaven, I'm going to serve the whole fish with a classic brown shrimp sauce. It's called a beurre noisette, but the sole is simply dusted with flour and pan-fried, and the sauce is made with plenty of butter, shallots, lemon juice, and some shrimps. And to serve with it, I'm going to serve some steamed new potatoes, some blanched French beans, and a few toasted almonds in that butter as well.
There, I'm salivating.
There you go. Oh, you could be facing food hell. Fatty meat, and I've gone with pork belly for this one. The pork is doused with boiling water, then left to dry completely, and it's rubbed with Chinese 5-spice powder, some sugar, salt, and left to marinate overnight, and then it's roasted, served with some Asian greens, spring onions, and chilli, tossed with a palm sugar dressing to go with it. Well, you have to wait to the end of this show to find out which one Mr. Biggins is going to be getting. Right, you hungry?
Very.
Good. And then
Bring
I can
it
get
on.
out with this ridiculous uniform as well. Starting off proceedings today is Pascal Ozignac. Right, while I take this off, what are you cooking then, chef? What are you making?
Hi, James. You know, it's Christmas, so I proposed the idea of using the leftover of Christmas tree to use it as a smoker, in a smoker, and to smoke some different food.
Have you seen this Christmas tree? It's plastic.
Okay,
All
forget
right.
this one. That's the real one, actually.
Okay, yeah, what are we going to be doing with it? Then smoking this.
So, yeah, we will
Right.
smoke the pheasant,
Okay.
actually. So the idea is also to make a dish which is simple to do at home.
Right.
Because the legs are cooking longer than the breast,
Yeah.
the idea is to cook it a second time, or the day after. Or even you can marinate them for another recipe. So what you want to do, you just take the breast.
Okay. Now, you want me to do these artichokes?
Yeah, so if you can peel the Jerusalem artichoke.
Okay. So what are you doing with the pheasant then? What's the idea?
So
of
the
this?
idea is just to take the flesh out
Yeah.
of the breast, so that everybody can do it, you see. It takes seconds. And it's to make a recipe which is in half an hour done at home.
Okay. But so this is just using the pheasant breast. We're not going to use the legs for this? Or
Yeah, the legs you can use. The only thing you don't use is the bone.
Yeah.
But the breast, the legs, you can marinate them or roast them later on. It doesn't matter. At
Yeah.
this stage, the idea is to do the smoking time.
Yeah.
So you just flame the pine. So obviously it will be a bit more dry after Christmas. So we will flame more. But you can still see already the
Right.
the
Now, any
smoke.
particular pine for this one, or you?
It's called Scotch pine.
Yeah.
You know, in Gascony, we are surrounded by pine trees all over, so it's fantastic because you can do a lot of dishes flavored with pine. Even butter. You see? So very simply,
Right.
it's not cooking, it's just smoking on surface. And voilà, you leave it for 5 minutes, roughly.
Okay. Right. Now, you want the artichokes? These just get boiled. As
Yes,
they are.
please. You cover with water and some rosemary, thyme, salt, olive oil.
Okay. And use a little bit of olive oil.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Just a touch.
So that will be for the breast, and this one will be for the second garnish,
Right.
which will be chicory,
Rosemary,
which will
thyme.
be also used for the sauce.
Okay. Bay leaves. We're going to go
Yeah,
in
bay
there.
leaves, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything you want, in a way. Needs to be very aromatic.
All right.
Not
Right.
too much sugar, just a bit.
Because this can be quite bitter, but this takes the bitterness a little
Yeah,
bit
but
out.
because of the balance, you will see it's quite interesting. So you see that has been smoked.
Yeah.
We can leave it longer if we want.
Okay.
Put in the pan.
Because we don't need that anymore.
We don't need that anymore.
That's done with.
Put some salt.
Move that out of the way.
Of course, a bit of butter.
Put that one on there.
Oh, you French.
And directly in the
so
oven.
salty.
Put in the oven. For 5-6 minutes.
Now, this year has been great for you. Your restaurant's celebrating, what, 18 years now?
Exactly. Club Gascon is 18 years old, and
Yeah.
we are doing next year a big revamp of the restaurant and the bar next door because it's all about re-energize the restaurant.
Yeah.
And it's good to to do something new, so it will be very interesting to redevelop ideas from Club Gascon. It's an old place now, you know, 18 years old.
Yeah.
In a way.
Right, so what are we doing then? Just caramelising the chicory?
Yeah, and you deglaze now, just like this. Very simply.
Right. Now, for anybody that hasn't been to your restaurant, tell us about it, because it's classic with a twist.
Yeah, it's all about Gascony. You know, as the name suggests, it's all about flavors from Gascony with a twist.
So with these, you just basically just gently cooking them.
Yeah, just up to the reduction. It needs to be just cooked, tenderized.
Okay. The artichokes, basically, you bring those to the boil till they're soft. They've been left to cool and then deep fried.
Yeah, so it looks like a little pebble, like a golden pebble.
What's happening with the oysters?
Put that inside.
All of it, the juice and everything?
Yes, everything.
The whole lot
Perfect.
in? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then we blend in these?
Yeah, we will blend with the chicory,
Okay.
but I will need this. So obviously we don't need to overcook this one because it will be blended.
Okay. A little bit of the sauce.
I keep this one for the decor,
Okay.
for the plate.
Blend?
Yes, just 2 seconds. You need a bit more butter.
Butter, good. It's good. It's good
More
for you
butter.
now, butter, isn't it? though?
That's what I've been talking about
yeah,
for years.
Some lemon.
Yeah,
Squeeze some lemon.
Everybody was taking the mick out of me, you know.
I know.
There you go.
Yes, a bit of salt. Allez.
And then blitz.
And blitz.
Okay.
Blending. The breasts are cooked.
Okay.
So you see, it has been with no danger. It's quite nicely colored,
Yeah.
and it's still soft and tender. No pressure.
Okay. Right, you want the... I'll get the artichokes out.
Table, yeah. All right. So now,
Yeah.
so you strain the sauce. If you can season the, yeah, exactly the pebble. Jerusalem artichoke, topinambour,
And there's the
you.
chicory.
the chicory,
Yeah.
the breast, which you also reseason a bit.
Yeah.
You can cut it, leave it full or cut in two, for example.
Right.
You see? It's
Perfect.
moist.
Perfectly cooked, chef.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I try. The chicory.
All right.
And here you've got some oyster leaf. It's quite
Oyster leaf?
Yeah, oyster leaf. It's a very interesting flavor. It's like a salad, it's like an herb, but it has a taste of oyster. So that dish, realistically, has been done in what? 10 minutes?
Yeah. Easy
All
as
in all?
that. That looks fantastic, doesn't it, that?
There we
So
are.
give us the name of this dish.
So it's called the pine smoked pheasant, artichoke pebble, Guinness and oyster sauce.
Easy as that. Over you come. Have a seat there.
There we are.
Dive into that
good.
one. I'll pass you a few pebbles. No, you can dive into those. So oysters.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I'm depriving you.
Non, ça va. Pas de problème. C'est pas chaud.
Just deep fried.
That's very
Hot.
good.
There's some water there if you want. Happy with that? What about the oyster sauce?
Delicious.
Happy with that?
Really, really nice.
There you go.
Thank you.
Right, we need some wine to go with this, and we sent our very own culinary Cinderella and Prince Charming, otherwise known as Peter Richards and Susie Barry, to Winchester to soak up some of the festive spirit and to find the wines to go with today's dishes. Now, we've loosened the purse strings today a little bit.
Oh.
As soon as you're hit.
You're hot.
Yeah, they are. Well, it is Christmas, of course. Let's see what they shot to go with. Pascal's pheasant. Enjoy this one. Indeed. Well, you've got a choice to make, really, red or white. I have to say, I'm going to stick my neck out. To me, it would be the white wine on this one.
Me
agree with
too.
you.
That's 3.
Yeah.
White.
4. Yeah, straight away.
Yeah, the white's delicious.
Why do you think that? I mean, particularly for the oysters, mate.
Yeah, definitely, because the pheasant is a white meat, so actually with the and the oyster takes over.
Yeah.
Is it sour or too strong the sauce for you?
No,
or
no, the
do you
sauce
think the
is
balance
lovely.
works? So actually the white one is.
Yeah.
Now, how were the pebbles?
The pebbles are delicious.
Delicious.
But I'll be the designated driver today.
All right. Yeah, exactly. Right. Coming up, Eric has something stunning to share with us. What are you going to be doing, Chef?
We're going to do peppered